Welcome to the TOEFL Listening section. In this section, you will listen to an academic lecture and then answer questions about what you heard. You may take notes while you listen. You will have time to review your notes before answering the questions. Listen to part of a lecture in a university class. You will hear the lecture only once, so listen carefully. After the lecture, you will answer some questions about what you heard. Some questions ask about the main ideas and supporting details. Other questions ask you to make inferences or connections between ideas. Answer each question based on what is stated or implied in the lecture.
Good morning, class. Today we will examine principles and strategies of green city design and how these strategies support sustainable urban development. Green city design is an integrative approach that combines green infrastructure, energy-efficient buildings, sustainable transport, and ecological preservation to reduce environmental impact and improve quality of life. A central principle is multifunctionality. For example, green roofs provide thermal insulation, reduce stormwater runoff, and create habitat for urban biodiversity all at once. Another core idea is connectivity. Parks, green corridors, and street trees must be connected to support species movement and to allow people to access nature easily. Let us consider concrete examples. Freiburg in Germany is a well-known case of high-density mixed-use development combined with abundant green space and low car dependency. Copenhagen provides a practical example of integrating active transport and green design by prioritizing cycling lanes that connect to parks and waterfronts. Singapore shows how intensive greening can be done vertically. Their policy for green roofs and vertical gardens is embedded in building codes and supports urban cooling and biodiversity. When designing for stormwater management, planners use a combination of blue-green infrastructure, such as bioswales, permeable pavements, detention basins, and restored wetlands to slow and store runoff. Permeable pavements allow stormwater to infiltrate the ground, which reduces peak flows and lowers the burden on combined sewer systems. We also need to discuss urban heat island mitigation. Tree canopy green roofs and reflective surfaces lower surface and air temperatures and reduce cooling energy demand. Policy instruments matter greatly. Zoning that encourages mixed use and higher density near transit supports reduced vehicle miles traveled and smaller per capita energy use. Economic incentives such as grants and density bonuses encourage developers to include green infrastructure and affordable green spaces in new projects. Community engagement is essential. Successful green designs incorporate local knowledge and prioritize equitable access so that benefits are distributed across neighborhoods. Measurement and monitoring are part of professional practice. Metrics like percentage tree canopy per neighborhood, stormwater retention per hectare, and reduction in peak temperature guide adaptive management. Finally, trade-offs must be acknowledged. Increasing density can reduce sprawl but requires intentional green space planning to avoid losing access to nature within neighborhoods. To summarize, green city design is about integrating infrastructure policy and community values to create resilient, healthy, and low-carbon cities.
Listen again to part of the lecture, then answer the question.
Permeable pavements allow stormwater to infiltrate the ground, which reduces peak flows and lowers the burden on combined sewer systems.
This concludes the listening section. For more TOEFL practice tests and study materials, visit Spinta.org.